Unlike many of the 64 shadows which keep you a victim of your own thinking, the 56th shadow ensures you that you will be a victim of someone else's thinking. In other words, environmental conditioning. Whether through your country's government, television, or media, or simply the belief systems of your religions, cultures, teachers, parents, or peers, and the world constantly tells you how you should think. It is not surprising that we are easily distracted from our real dreams and ideals as we get washed into the belief systems of others. Distraction works in one of two ways. The most common type of distraction is outer distraction. In other words, the outer world of the senses distracts you from your inner world of feelings and the reality of the higher realms. In this respect, we tend to blame the outside world and people in it for what happens to us, instead of realizing that our circumstances reflect our inner state. The well-known New Age epithet, "you create your own reality," is actually only half true. You do not create the actual events of your life, but you do influence their playing out through your attitude. When you blame people in the world around you, you set up a victim frequency pattern that reinforces itself over and over into your life. If, on the other hand, you are able to accept everything that happens to you regardless of whether you enjoy it or not, you set up a surrender frequency pattern that allows you to move through life with great fluidity and beauty, and your life reflects it. The other less common form of distraction is inner distraction. Inner distraction is when you are so inwardly focused that you forget the outer world. You live in a fantasy world of your own making with no real anchor to the material world. In this sense, you look through a lens whereby everything meets the criteria of your fantasy. You see what you want to see, but you do not see the truth. This is where we can see the power of the 56 Gene Keys programming partner, the 60th shadow of limitation. The 60th Gene Key is about importance of structure and form. For some people, this can seem a distraction from their fantasy. The gift of the 60th Gene Key is realism, which means that you must accept the present moment as it is without any projected mental overlay. The moment you become distracted from what is actually happening, you severely limit the outcome of the events taking place in the present moment. It is easy to see how the 60th shadow of limitation feeds the human needs to be distracted. Wherever you feel that you are limited, it means that your mind has trapped you. Instead of freeing yourself from this discomfort through facing and accepting it,